name's Tom Lewis. I'm one of the principal founders of the Kids Can Fish Foundation. Kids Can Fish really started as an idea for my daughter Caroline when she was 9, turning 10. She was interested into creating a kind of an exclusive fishing program specifically for the girls. We launched that, it gained a lot of notoriety and public comment, and then we were getting questions about, well, why not the boys? Why can't we involve the boys? And our initial thought was, well, fishing is more geared and centric towards the male angler. And we kind of thought about that a little more, and we really said, this is more about kids than it is anything. So we created the Kids Can Fish Foundation 501c3 as a spin-off of Girls Can Fish. Kids Can Fish Foundation is funny because a lot of people think that's my primary job. Maybe down the road in my retirement, as the organization continues to grow, that may be the case. But right now, this is just something that we do on the side as a family and friends to give back to our communities and the people that support us. So this is not my day job. I do law enforcement, serving some communities, and proud to say that I do that. But this is simply a family interest and a hobby that was fueled from my daughter about 3.5 years ago. After we had our first fishing camp that we fully funded ourselves, there was a lot of public comment, public thought about how to get involved, how to donate, and that was an immediate understanding that we had a bigger thing on our hands, and it grew pretty much overnight. It was an overnight success. I mean, who doesn't like to give and donate towards a children's cause and get them outside? So it's a pretty easy sell in the community when you talk about children and then introducing them to the wonderful coastal climate that we live in. Early age, I was introduced into fishing. I still remember receiving my first fishing pole from my father. He came in from a late night at work. It was a Snoopy fishing rod, and I heard him say to my mom that he got it for me, and I sprung out of bed. It's like woke me up from a dead slumber, and I heard my dad bring my first fishing pole. And I still remember the first fishing trip with that rod. It was at a small residential community. Well, the residential area is built up quite a bit now, but it's called Eaton Estates. And we're catching bluegill and panfish on that rod that my dad got me. My dad's my fishing mentor, but my mother was always very supportive of the outdoors, was the one that would pack the camper, would organize our trips, would drive the trailer and the camper without my dad while he worked and took us to areas. So it was really a family thing. We were always raised to understand and respect nature and the outdoors, be good stewards and respect wildlife and conservation. Catching fish is fun, but there's a proper and responsible way to angle and learn about whatever style of fishing we're doing. So we like to instill that on our participants as well. Our mantra at Kids Can Fish is that we want to under-promise and over-deliver. So we do about 9 fishing camps a year. Our first year of operation we did 2. And a lot of that was just funding and trying to organize kind of how we operate. My partner Brandon often said, we're trying to still learn how to build this plane while it's up in the air. So it grew fast, and basically we had to take things one step at a time and figure out what works for us and what doesn't work. And as we grew and got more contributors and more sponsors and more donations, we were able to do more and more with the funding and provide more camps. So we're on target for 9 camps a year. We do a charity surf red fishing tournament called the Running of the Bulls. And then every year in December, we do a Santa Claus event for the kids as well. As we grow and expand and as funds allow us, we do intend to go to different communities. As a matter of fact, today, this is the first time we fished the Flagler Beach area. So as we grow and expand, we would like to go out to some different states. I've been asked to go to New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Washington State, Texas, Louisiana. But our main focus right now is that if we're going to export a fishing camp, members of the Kids Can Fish crew have to be there kind of for our brand awareness and to make sure the care and feeding of our mission and our objectives just remains true to what we believe and stand by. The legacy or generational style family that likes to fish or be involved in the outdoors, we get a lot of those camp participants, grandfathers, aunts, uncles that bring children out because they want to share the passion that they learned as a kid related to the sport of fishing. The families that I really like to connect with and work at a deeper level with are those that wouldn't have the opportunity to go fishing or don't understand the resources they have in their communities. Teach them a new skill, show them a new hobby, and give them a lifelong passion through the sport of fishing. Those are the connections that really fuel me to do this. It's easy when you have a family member that's knowledgeable in fishing and can take you out, but it's really rewarding when we get reports back from people that came to our camps that said, we're a fishing family now because of your camp. And that's happened a couple times, and those are really rewarding experiences. So we don't turn down any family or any child that wants to attend our camp from any experience level, but the ones that are very beginner, new kids that come to our camps, catch their first fish, those are the special moments that we really, really enjoy. I just want to put in the minds of children that it's okay to explore new activities and new things. We've learned at our camps that when the kids arrive, they don't have their cell phones in their hands, they don't argue with each other. They're meeting new people of different backgrounds, different races, different upbringings, and you would never know the difference at one of our camps. These children play as children, communicate as children, very much how we kind of talk and like getting older, how we grew up. And I honestly believe that there's opportunities for children like that that still exist. And when I see that happening at our camps, it just really gives me a positive outlook for our future. That's what I like most about the camps, is when kids leave, that they don't want to be indoors, that they don't want to be on an electronic. But when a child says to their loved one or family member, I want to go fishing, or I want to go outside, or I want to use the cast net, I think that's a small win that we hope has that legacy and generational feel as those children grow older.